This is a sample question of speaking task 4 of the TOEFL speaking section. For this question, you will hear part of an academic lecture. You will have to listen to the lecture and summarize the main idea using the points and examples that were given in the lecture. Listen carefully and take notes on the main points and examples presented in the lecture. After you hear the lecture, you will be given 20 seconds to organize your thoughts and prepare to speak. Then, you will have 60 seconds to summarize the lecture.
Sociolinguistics is the field of study that focuses on the relationship between language and society. It examines how language is used in different social contexts and how it shapes our interactions with others. Sociolinguists examine how language varies across different social groups, such as age groups, ethnic communities, or socioeconomic classes. They might study how vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar differ between these groups and how these variations reflect identity, social status, and cultural belonging. They might also explore how language changes over time within these groups. For example, a sociolinguist might investigate how young people use slang to establish group identity and differentiate themselves from older generations. They do that by adopting unique phrases and language patterns that are specific to their age group and subculture. Young people often use slang to create a sense of belonging and solidarity within their peer groups. This helps them feel connected and understood by others who share similar experiences and interests. Additionally, sociolinguists may analyze how code switching is used by bilingual speakers to navigate different social contexts. This can provide insight into how individuals adapt their language use to fit in with different groups. For example, a person may speak one language at home with their family and another language at school or work with their friends. This can help researchers explore the impact of language on social relationships and cultural identity. Finally, a sociolinguist might study how certain speech patterns or accents are stigmatized or perceived as markers of lower socioeconomic status. For example, certain dialects or accents may be associated with specific regions or social classes, often leading to stereotypes and discrimination based on language use. By examining these social dynamics, sociolinguists can better understand the complex relationship between language and identity. This research can also shed light on the power dynamics at play in different social interactions.
You will have 20 seconds to prepare your response. You will now have 60 seconds to answer the question. You can start speaking now.
The lecture highlights several key social factors that influence how people use language. Firstly, it explains that language varies across different age groups. For instance, young people use slang to establish their group identity and create a sense of belonging, which differentiates them from older generations. Secondly, the lecture discusses code switching, or how bilingual speakers might switch between languages, speaking one language at home and another at school or work. This helps them navigate different social environments and maintain cultural identities. Finally, the lecture addresses the stigma attached to certain dialects or accents as they may be associated with lower socioeconomic status. This can lead to stereotypes and discrimination based on language use.
The marketing funnel is a conceptual framework that illustrates the stages a potential customer goes through before making a purchase. It visualizes the customer journey from awareness of a product or service to the final decision to buy. The typical marketing funnel consists of several stages. Stage 1, awareness. At the top of the funnel, customers become aware of a product or service through various channels such as advertising, social media, or word of mouth. The goal is to attract the attention of potential customers and generate interest in the offering. Imagine you are scrolling down your Instagram feed and you come across an ad of a clothing brand. This is how you become aware of the brand or product. Stage 2. Interest. Once aware of the product or service, customers move to the interest stage, where they seek more information and engage with the brand. This may involve researching the product features, reading reviews, or comparing it with competitors. Intrigued by the Instagram ad, you decide to click on the link to learn more about the product and its benefits and features. This is where your interest in the product is piqued. Stage 3. Consideration. In this stage, customers evaluate their options and consider whether the product or service meets their needs and preferences. Marketers may provide targeted content, such as case studies or product demonstrations, to address customer concerns and persuade them to move forward in the decision-making process. You spend hours browsing through the clothing online shop trying to find the perfect outfit for your upcoming event. In other words, you are considering making the purchase but still haven't made the decision. Stage 4. Intent. As customers progress through the funnel, they develop a strong interest in the product or service and indicate their intent to purchase. This may involve signing up for a free trial, requesting a quote, or adding items to their shopping cart. This is when the company is likely to send you more targeted marketing materials or promotions to encourage you to complete the purchase. Stage 5. Purchase. The final stage of the funnel is the purchase decision, where customers make a transaction and buy the product or service. This is the culmination of the customer journey and represents the conversion of a prospect into a paying customer. It's important to note that the marketing funnel is not linear, and customers may enter and exit at different stages depending on their individual needs and circumstances. Additionally, the funnel may vary depending on the industry, target audience, and marketing strategy.
You will have 20 seconds to prepare your response. You will now have 60 seconds to answer the question. You can start speaking now.
The lecture explains the marketing funnel, which outlines the stages a customer goes through before making a purchase. It starts with awareness, where customers first learn about a product, such as seeing an ad on Instagram. Next is interest, where they seek more information by clicking on the ad to learn about the product's features. Then comes consideration, where they evaluate options by browsing the online shop for the perfect outfit. In the intent stage, customers show a strong interest, perhaps by adding items to their cart or signing up for a free trial. Finally, in the purchase stage, they complete the transaction and buy the product. The funnel illustrates how customers progress from initial awareness to making a purchase, with each stage designed to move them closer to the final decision.